Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. How are you? Welcome back to my talk show. Today is a holiday in the States, Thanksgiving Day, as well as Japan. Japan also holiday. We call it Labor Appreciation Day. Okay, so market is basically very thin. Volume very thin, liquidity is very low, so we would not expect such a high, a big fluctuation. Okay, from this market situation, still we can study something. Let's move on to our today's PowerPoint. Okay, I titled the dollar-yen pair in Tokyo trading started. Its trade, yesterday, 148.50 level. After breaking through the range of 148.00 to 400, price went up to a middle of 149 level. Okay, so one day before, means yesterday, the price was very low. Market started very low, but in the middle of the New York afternoon session of the Tokyo market, price going to picking up. Because of the Thanksgiving Day holiday, many bank dealer wants to settle their physical position. Means they have a lot of dollar and they want to settle, means they sell US dollar, right? So should be going down, but suddenly, once the Tokyo market started, after Tokyo mid price, dollar going up. And then in the middle of, in the night of the New York time, dollar went up to 100, middle of the 149 level. So this nearly 2 yen's difference is very drastic, right? People think that the dollar will be going down because of the Thanksgiving Day's adjustment. As it's quite a normal practice, before such a big holiday, trader would like to take a rest. And particularly this kind of end of the year, trader wants to settle the position. Dealer they are dealing with the physical of the cash, right? So they would like to sell that particular position, and then the market should be easy to be fall down. And actually, this was happened, but suddenly yesterday the trend was changed. Dollar become very bullish trend. Okay, I continued my report. Written this morning around 4 a.m. Ahead of today's closure in Japan and the US because of Thanksgiving Day in the States and the Labor Appreciation Days in Japan, there were concerns that supply and demand factors more so than economic indicators and statements from the important individual. Means demand and supply news are more important than the economic indicators. And some statement or remarks from the important analyst or chartist or government official from each country. Okay, so demand and supply. So market is now coming back to the very basic original story. Market should be based on the demand and supply. Okay, so this is my feeling. Now the market coming back. Okay, not because of the indicators, influence, or some remarks or announcement from the important analyst or chartist or government official. Okay, we come back to the original story. Demand and supply will in fact influence to the market. And then during this, let's say 3 to 4 days, I noticed one article from Reuters. Reuters reported that Chinese state-owned bank, this is the Chinese government, the bank, okay, exchanged yuan for dollars in the onshore swap market. It means, onshore means inside of China, okay? This state bank, Chinese state bank, they, yuan is the Chinese money, right? Renminbi, okay? They sell, I should say, they change the yuan to US dollar in the onshore swap market, okay? I didn't know that even China, they have a swap market, okay? Anyway, they changed yuan to US dollar. For what? They got the dollar because they swap the yuan to dollar, okay? So now China has a US dollar, okay? But this dollar, holding position of US dollar will not give the impact to the interbank. Then China, those state bank, they sold the dollars in the foreign exchange spot market. Means they got the funding of the US dollar exchanging by the yuan, renminbi, and then they use this US dollar cash and sell this US dollar cash at the interbank. Of course, price will going down, right? Many people think this is just a technical adjustment of the Thanksgiving Day. But besides that market sentiment, I found out from the article of the Reuters, China actually sell US dollar in the interbank. This is very interesting news. I want you to be aware, okay? But since yesterday, market sentiment is changed. Until then, China did, I think they did the stealth currency intervention. As you know, intervention, now Bank of Japan is now considering, depends on the market situation, they will do currency intervention. They want to sell US dollar and buy back the yen, okay? But since maybe Chinese did this special operation, and also inflation in the States is slowed down, so US dollar was going down, right? So now BOJ doesn't have to consider to carry out the currency intervention at this level, okay? Currency intervention can be generally divided into three before, okay? My age, intervention, direct intervention. So each central bank will do the intervention, and then the corporate intervention. We will appoint the foreign banks, overseas bank, to do the operation. But of course, this is a top secret. And also Barbara intervention. Barbara intervention is a Japanese government officer, like a minister of the finance. They will talk something, and then he will let trader to smell. Oh, maybe Bank of Japan will do the intervention. This is just verbally, okay? But actually, it's not the real intervention, okay? So there are three types of intervention, basically. But nowadays, we have one more. That is a stealth intervention. Stealth, you know the stealth bomber? US, they have this kind of triangle bomber, right? The very thin. This special aircraft bomber will not be catched by the enemy's radar. Okay, so they will fly very low and go into the enemy and bomb. So nobody catch their, how to say, flight path. So China is also doing this kind of intervention these days. So the last 3 to 5 days, US dollar was very weak, and suddenly US dollar trend changed to the bullish. So until then, I think China did the stealth intervention, and also onshore swap market. They got the US dollar, they changed yuan to dollar, and then they utilize this dollar to sell in the foreign currency market, means interbank. That because dollar was down. I do think in this way, okay? Then the short-term risk for the dollar yen exchange rate is towards weaker dollar. But I would like to assess if there will be change in the trend based on the situation. Market again become very strong. I mean, US dollar become very strong. Let me check, okay? Now the market is traded 149.267, okay? But today's highest is nearly 149,600, right? A bit down, but I think today liquidity and volume is very thin. So maybe this Japanese yen against the US dollar will be a sideways. But if somebody trade a slightly bigger order, market will be reacted, and then they may test 150 yen. So if dollar strong, as usual, gold will become weak. So we have to be very careful. Anyway, today is a holiday. I don't want you to be so active in trading. Sit on hand. Okay? Sit on hand means sit on your hand. So you cannot trade, right? We call it the sit on hand a day. Okay? So be careful, and my expected range for the dollar yen today, expected early in the morning, 148.20 to test 250 level. Okay, thank you very much for your watching, and stay tuned with us, and see you tomorrow again. Thank you.